All right, guys, in this particular video, what I want to show you is a neat feature Office Mix has that you might consider using. You may not use it for your Maryville Matters presentation, but you might use this for other presentations down the road, especially in high school. So one of the things you can do with Office Mix is you can add a quiz or link to a video. So for instance, let me show you how to do it. I'll just go through a couple examples. So one thing I could do is I could create, I'm going to go back home for a second, insert a blank slide. So I'm going to create a blank slide here. And now on this slide, back under Office Mix, I'm going to click on Quizzes Video Apps. And so you're going to get this little pop-up box here that's going to come up. And it takes a moment or two to load. And you want to be under the Store section. You're under Store. Yeah, under Store. And what you'll notice here, you got free response quiz, multiple choice quiz, multiple response quiz, true or false. I would recommend, if you're doing something for school, probably just go with multiple choice. And so you simply click add. It's going to ask you, do you trust it, and say that you do. And what it will do, oh, I've got a warning. Let's see if I can update. Let's see what we get here. What it's going to do, though, it's going to load in a test box window. And when it loads, you're going to have an opportunity here to ask a question, like, let's take this out and say, what is your favorite ice cream flavor? And then down here, you can type in the possible answers: vanilla, chocolate. And then if you want to add another answer, just click it here. We'll add strawberry. Now, once you have those selected, you choose which one you want to be the right answer simply by checking the box over here. And that's all there is to it. Okay, and so you have now added a quiz to your PowerPoint. I'll show you how that works here in a moment. Now, the cool thing that you can do with it is you can also add it on a slide you already have. So, for instance, I could take this slide here and shrink my picture, say something like that. And then come back here to quizzes. And I'm going to add, in this case, let's do a free response quiz where you can type out. I'm going to say trust it. Okay. Need to update my app here. It's been a while. And what I'm going to do, I can just grab the little control bars on the side to resize it. And I can kind of fill the screen here. Keep it looking normal. And then I could ask a question related to the picture. What is happening in the picture on the left? Okay. And that's all there is to it. And now students who go to the slide through the Mix website, and I'll show you that in just a moment, people who do that would be able to answer this question. And what's great on your end is you can look and see how they did. So you can get the results of everybody that answered. You can actually even see how much time people spend on every particular slide. So for instance, in history class, I would use Office Mix for my study guides. And that way, sometimes I have a student who failed and they'll say, why did I fail, Mr. Jungle? I studied. And I said, well, let's take a look. And we'd go back and say, well, you didn't study very long because you were only on this slide for 3 seconds and only on this slide for 2 seconds. And so you really, didn't study, you just kind of clicked through. So it's good that you can get that kind of feedback. So just like everything else, if you wanted, you could still come in here and record, have some audio over the top of that as well. But just want to know that you could add these little questions in. And it might be, again, something you don't use necessarily for Maryville Matters, but you might use for future projects that you do. So that's all there is to it. In the last video I'm going to show you how to upload it to Mix. And that's real important if you're using these types of questions. Otherwise, you can just export it as a video. So we'll tackle that in the next video.